Okay, so there's a new development, a new wrinkle in the Timberwolves sale, which it first came out, whatever, a month ago, 2 months ago, that Alex Rodriguez and the other guy were going to buy the Wolves, and then that kind of, we didn't hear anything about it for a while, and then supposedly the sale was finalized. Now there's a lawsuit filed by one of the minority owners. I don't know if it's actually going to cancel the sale or anything like that, but that's almost beside the point. The thing that came out with it was, and going back, Glenn Taylor came out and said, or maybe like a spokesman said or something, that there was going to be language in the contract preventing the team being relocated. And even that, I think, there might be like some sort of like a fine they would, the new owners would have to pay if they tried to, if they relocated the team, but it would be a number that's really a drop in the bucket compared to what the team would cost in the first place and what they would get on a move. But supposedly now it's come out that there is no language in contract that has anything to do with ensuring that the team stays in Minnesota. And people are really pissed that that Glenn Taylor lied about it. Look, I really don't care that much. Like, he's gone, or the team is gone. The only way the team is not gone is if the NBA just simply prefers to have expansion teams in either Seattle or Las Vegas. That's really the only thing. Like, there's not a chance in hell that these guys bought the team to keep it in Minnesota as like a first choice. And there's a chance that the NBA would just not approve a move. Like, if they want to, do expansion anyway, I mean, they could move the team to Seattle or Vegas and then put an expansion team back here. I mean, that has happened before. I mean, Charlotte lost a team. Well, then they gave them a team back, but that's really the only hope. That there's that the odds are so long that the Wolves are going to stay here. Once this sale officially goes through, and I certainly think it still will. Like, they're gone. Like, people are like, oh, let's watch the Edwards and Towns and Russell. Let's watch them grow. Why? They're gone. They're not gonna be here. And let's say 3-4 years. They're gone. They're just not going to be here. They're gonna be, whether it's Seattle or Vegas or wherever. I don't know that there's any other markets out there that would be, a potential relocation site. There's probably something that I can't think of off the top of my head, but the NBA doesn't give a shit about this market. They really don't. Like, it's a mid market. It's probably on the higher end of the mid markets, but they don't fucking care about this market. They don't care about the Minnesota market. You're never going to have a championship team in this market anyway. And there's a bunch of other markets in the NBA that just have no chance. I mean, just an example we're looking at right now. People actually thought that the Phoenix Suns were going to beat the Lakers in the playoffs. You dumb fucking idiots. So many teams make the playoffs that, you're going to have teams like a Phoenix or Atlanta or some teams like that in the playoffs. but they're not going to win championships. They're not going to compete for championships. It's the same thing here. And, you know, the NBA knows this and they don't care. They don't care that this market can't work with what the NBA is right now. So I don't know if they would even put an expansion team back here after the Wolves move to one of these other markets. Maybe they would, maybe they would just to kind of get the, again, just to kind of get the market back and, but that's the best you can hope for. And people are mad that, he lied. He said he was going to do everything to keep the team here. There's nothing he can, ultimately once he sells the team, and I know he was going to keep like a bit of a stake in the team, but once you're not the guy, once you're not the owner, you don't have a say. It's over. Like they're, A-Rod and the other guy, they can do whatever the fuck they want with the team. Even if you put in something that there's going to be they have to pay a fine if they relocate and break the lease, like they'll do it because it doesn't matter. Because owning a pro sports franchise is a license to print money, and so like they're not going to. They don't care about this market. They don't. They're buying this team because they want to own a team so that they can move it. Just again, I don't really know much for the other guy, but there's no fucking way Alex Rodriguez gives a fuck about owning a pro sports franchise in Minnesota. And like I get it, like if you're the diehards, you're pissed and you're scared that the team's moving and stuff, but it's just the way it is. It's gonna happen. I don't know what year it's gonna be. It could be in in 3 years they could be gone. It may take longer, but they're gone. And it's just the way it is. Now the Lynx are involved in this sale too. I don't think the Lynx are in danger of moving because Seattle and Vegas, they already have WNBA franchises there, and that, of course, could be very awkward if they still own the Lynx, but the Wolves have moved to Seattle or Vegas. But it's I don't think that the two franchises are necessarily tied together like like that, like where if one moves, they both have to move. But I mean, they would move the Lynx to Seattle or Vegas, so there could be some other, that would be the ultimate like kick in the teeth. Like, hey, we're going to take the Wolves and move them to one of those two places, and then we're going to also take the Lynx and move them to some, some decent market that doesn't have a franchise right now. Like I don't know, Miami or something. But yeah, I mean, look, the Wolves are gone, and really the sooner everyone just kind of gets used to that concept, the better.